Nerds at the Cool Table, episode 48. Something happened to Yusuf just now.
What happened?
I don't know. You just were like looking around.
I was looking for my phone. Keep doing your thing.
Episode 48. The quarantine has not stopped us from
It
doing what
tried
we do.
real hard.
It really did. This is like our fourth attempt, I think.
It was harder to do this than a live episode for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a changed world, fellas. This is what we do now.
I feel like all of these jumps in technology has definitely felt like I'm the grandpa. How do you? What
Yeah,
is it
exactly.
on? It's on.
Oh,
Can they
man.
see me? They can see me, right? Hello? And then they like get closer.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I tried to create a TikTok, but I think my username
Let's
is
just
like
cut
user.
to David now because we're not. What you did? What?
I tried to create a TikTok so nobody takes my name. You know, my name's very unique, but like for some reason I don't know. I put in my name and they gave me like user 4876 dash. I was like, oh
Yeah, you got an X23 name.
Oh no,
yeah.
I folded. I'm like, you know what? That's where I stopped my internet
Yeah,
account.
I think I'm right there with David. No
Yeah.
TikTok for me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a TikTok. I mean, I guess I do, but I don't know how to log
You
into it.
attempted.
I
Yeah.
tried.
You
I
did.
tried. But
Jason's clients are a lot of young people that do a lot of
Yeah.
dances, and
Yeah.
they're rubbing off on you, big dog.
It comes with
it's
the
not rubbing off.
territory.
You have to stay up with your people. You can't be the archaic guy.
You gotta
in the
just
ever-moving industry.
You got to just do a limited drops TikTok and just make it so it's not about you, so you could feel like you didn't make one, but you
There you
definitely
go.
made one.
There you go.
Exactly. It's like a Finsta.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, besides delving into the tween market like Jason did, what else have you guys been up to?
I don't know how I feel about that.
A lot of TV and video games and cooking.
Definitely a lot of cooking.
The cooking is definitely ramped up.
Yeah,
the cooking.
I mean, it has to.
You just walk into your kitchen and go like, "Who the hell dirtied these dishes?"
You know, what I've been noticing a lot of people have just been drunk as hell during this whole quarantine, man. Like when it first kicked off, like I at least got 12 shot challenges. Thank you, Julian. I will honor yours post pandemic. Once we see each other in person, I will take 3. I will take 3.
I surprisingly haven't really been drinking since I've been in quarantine. All I've been drinking is wine. This is
because it's extra depressing to drink right now.
Yeah,
because you drink
really
and
just
you
been
like
drinking.
you drink and then you pass yourself in the mirror and you're like, why am I don't like this. Why am I drinking at home?
I've just been drinking wine. It feels it's been good.
Yeah. See, you know, it's cool. Like, Yusef is now doubled by the Warner Brothers film. Warner Brothers post
Yusuf has
production
been
team.
lost in the Matrix now.
They
Oh,
got
there
him.
he is.
Your video keeps glitching green. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening on my side.
It was glitching. It was glitching green. But what was I saying?
What have
we were
you
talking
been
about cooking.
Oh yeah. That
Drinking.
yeah, man. It's wild. So many drink challenges, so many push-up challenges. We're in the era of like challenges. It's like what did you eat last night? Is shit out challenge. People are just doing like all kinds of,
I didn't get that one. I didn't get tagged in that one.
I'm doing the mind your business challenge.
Mind you.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've been like people DMing me. Like sometimes I like a post or send them a message, and they're like, "Congratulations, you've qualified to put up an ugly picture of yourself." And I'm like, "Thanks, not doing that."
Somebody sent you back congratulations in the DM. You know that's a bot, bro.
No. It was one of those like I forgot what the fuck it was. It was one of these challenges where you're supposed to put like an ugly picture of yourself or whatever.
I don't have one of those.
That's the opposite of the point of the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't ugly picture. Where is that?
He said, I don't have no ugly picture.
So what have you guys been watching? I mean, clearly, like, it's, you know, we kind of have no excuse to not watch anything, but on my end, like, for some reason, I have been watching a lot of shit. It's like I've just kind of been watching things that I can just play in the background. I haven't really been focused. The only thing I've been sort of focusing on was I've been watching the Vietnam show on Netflix. I don't know if it's the extra depression or anything that makes me want to see something like that.
You want to
But
see other people suffer?
exactly. I was like, well, they're dying, so I'm good. No, but I've been like watching a lot of like Twilight. No, I've been watching a lot of Twilight Zone, a lot of like shit that I can just leave in the background
Yeah.
and like really not really think about it too much. What about how have you guys been sort of what have you guys been watching? How have you guys been consuming it?
Well, Jew, tell everybody how you kicked off the quarantine. You kicked it off right.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I did that.
Your challenge, your Marvel challenge.
Yeah, I watched the Marvel movies in chronological order for the first time ever.
How was that?
What was the hardest movie to get through?
That what is it? I wouldn't even say hardest movie. I think the hardest little phase 2 might have been the hardest little, but I guess there isn't really a phase 2. But like that Iron Man 2, the Iron Man 3, Thor 2, all of them. I was like, this is get all of this out of here.
They
were trying to get too ambitious at that point.
Huh?
They were trying to get too ambitious and it didn't work.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't need any of that. But then, like after that, like Winter Soldier, I could do the what was it? Winter Soldier, Avengers, Age of Ultron, stuff like that. And past that, it was moving quick. Like Black Panther, all that. It got easy.
Yeah, I mean they definitely hit their stride in the third phase.
Yeah, I didn't really notice much difference, but I did notice one thing. If you watch it in chronological order, Nick, what's his name's in there a lot more.
Nick Fury.
Samuel Jackson's like in every single movie.
He was definitely the glue. He's definitely
he's the backbone of the whole universe.
Yeah. He's definitely bro man from the 5th floor in every Marvel movie.
Yeah, but like he literally shows up, and it's funny to watch. Like if you start from what was it? What was the first one? The first one is
Iron Man, right?
No, the first one you watch is Captain America.
Oh yeah, in chronological.
Captain America: First Avenger, and then you just see it at the end on the. If you look at it from a mind state of this being the first time you're seeing him, it's like, oh, who's this guy? And then he shows up again at the end of the movie, or no, he shows up in Captain Marvel, and it's like,
I was about to say that's the earliest.
Yeah, then you see him again, Captain Marvel, and then you go to Iron Man 1, and you see him at the end, like, oh, there's that guy again. Like, if you look at it from a mindset of, oh, this I've never seen this before. It's
a cool way to watch it.
Yeah, it is it's a cool way to watch it. One time, I don't think I ever
did you feel that payoff? Because you said that if you watch the post-credit scene of Captain Marvel, where she shows up and you see all these Avengers, do you feel that payoff?
That one, because like that scene where at the end of Captain Marvel, where she's like in and you don't know what's going on. If you're watching it from a mind state of like, oh, you haven't seen it, and you see that one mid-credit scene where she's at the what is that?
Avengers headquarters?
Yeah, where she's at Avengers headquarters, and they're like trying to figure out what the beeper thing is. Yeah. It's kind of like almost watching like a Breaking Bad episode, like how they tell a story that hasn't been told
flash
yet.
Forward.
Yeah, and then you see like a flash forward, then it goes, once you finally get there, it's like, oh, it's that thing. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
That's really cool.
The other one I liked was right after you watch Ant-Man, the first one, and then you see, right after you watch Ant-Man 1, and you see the mid-credit scene of Falcon and Captain America, and they're like, oh, I know a guy, and then you go into Civil War, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's a little closer.
Right.
It's a little, so that was kind of
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a foreseeable time in this shit, so you never know.
We have plenty of time.
What else? What else have I been watching? I started the show Dave, which is hilarious. It's Little Dickie's new show. on FX. I didn't really think much of it, but that show was hilarious, and I started it right after Curb Your Enthusiasm ended, so it was a perfect little fill-in of something funny. And randomly, someone I know from high school is in the show, and I was like, "Oh, he's like a main part." So, shout out to Gata. That was pretty funny. Like that dude's in there, but yeah, hilarious show. Last episode was really, really. It was funny and deep at the same time.
Is the season done?
No, it's at the midpoint of the season.
Okay.
Hilarious show though. Hilarious.
It looks funny from the promos. I've been wanting to jump into it.
Yeah, really funny show. And I always like shows that are like in LA a little bit because you see little, like they go to little food spots and stuff that I'm like, oh, what's that? Or I know where that is. I always like seeing that.
It's part of why I liked Entourage a lot too.
Exactly.
There's like a lot of restaurants and a lot of like little like bars and stuff that I
a lot of that. Same thing with like Insecure. You see a lot of stuff.
Insecure. Insecure.
Yeah, see a lot of stuff that you don't you notice or recognize. That I just finished. What is it? Ozark. Amazing. Amazing.
That's another show that I have on the back burner that I need to jump on.
You need to watch that right now. That show is amazing. That third season was awesome. I finished it in 2 days.
Awesome.
Great writing. Go ahead.
Did you want to keep going?
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, that's pretty much all I've been watching. I think. Yeah, that's it. And random movies.
Yeah, for sure. Yusef, what have you been watching?
Man, I don't know if anyone else ever gets like this, but whenever there's like a huge spike in content, I want to like go to the woods and like just sit in a tent just because there's too much things and like too many people. There was like a day where like 4 albums came out, like a bunch of documentaries I don't want to watch. Everyone's telling me about like this tiger guy.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that fucking thing.
I watched 10 minutes. You don't have to watch. You don't have to watch everything. Like I feel like everybody's like recommending stuff, and they're like, "It's not that good, but you should finish it." Like, why would I? Why would you do that to me? Why would you tell me to watch something you don't like? So I've been watching very little. Like I know I want to see Ozark, but I haven't like sat down in that mind frame yet. The only thing I've been watching is Westworld, and what things that come out weekly. I'm more comfortable like watching an episode, but I have I guess somewhere coupled with the being forced to stay home and binge watching, those two like are making me uncomfortable together. So I want to like watch a show, and then I've been taking like hella online classes. I've been just cooking. Like I said, me and Julian have been cooking a lot, and just like honestly, the main thing I'm binging is YouTube because it's just such a endless like world of like especially like my homepage. A YouTube homepage is underrated. Like whatever their algorithm is, it really has a whole set. Unlike like Instagram's explore page is like what you did last week. Like YouTube's explore page is like what you like and like true recommendations. So there's like lectures and podcasts and people building shit and cooking recipes, and I'm watching a lot of like Tom Segura, like Bert Kreischer, like all those comedians.
Do you curate your subscriptions? Like you kind of make sure that you're subscribed to like the right kind of account?
But I don't curate it actively. Like I subscribe to the things I like. Like there's a bunch of like car reviews and like car builders and like different like fighting stuff, like boxers and UFC stuff, and a lot of car stuff, a lot of like furniture and building and like home handyman shit. Because I'm always like, if I want to fix something, I'll look up how to do it, and then I'll subscribe to that person if I like how he does it. And then a lot of cooking channels, and so YouTube has kind of been my saving grace. And then I signed up for 2 classes that are free with this thing called Shaw University. And it's like 2 Photoshop. One's a Photoshop class and one is a graphic design class. And just like I'm still doing like the Fender guitar classes, like just trying to like not just sit there and like get sweaty and drink beer and watch TV, just because that's such like, I can be that guy very easily. And even though I don't go out too much, that 10% I used to do things, I didn't realize how important that 10% was. So even if I go grab a coffee with a friend or go to the Grove to pick something up or go to the market or whatever, that was such a good little recharge for me to be at home for 16 hours.
Right.
And now that I'm at home for the whole day, you really miss that 10%. And so, I mean, all the websites and all the blogs tell you, like, make sure you get some sunlight, make sure you, like, get some air, get some exercise. Like, even if you got to be on, like, your jail program shit, like, do the push-ups in the room, like, but whatever it needs to be. But I think it would be a shame to come out of this playing catch-up rather than to come out of this with, like, I mean, we all think about, damn, I wish I had, I've said it maybe 20 times this year, like, man, I just wish I had a break. Like, I just want a break. Things are moving too fast. I need a break. Like, here's your break. And I think as adults, like, we're all in our 30s, we won't get to press pause again. So, like, this is a very rare. One could say no adult gets to press pause like this. So it's a good time to, like, I'm not overselling be productive because I think that can be stressful on its own. Like that pressure to, like, well, now you could write that book you said you were, like, you don't, it's not that deep, but just, like, don't wither away into nothingness. But I haven't been watching much TV. I do plan on watching a lot more TV, but I like to keep the same rhythm as if I was doing shit.
Yeah, I've been in that I've been in, like, this weird, it's kind of like a limbo that I have, because I was supposed to move from my current place in April. And so, and I'm, like, on the brink of, like, finding a spot. So I've had this low level stress kind of, like, under the surface where I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I got to find a spot. Can I afford it? How am I going to do this move in a way that's, like, safe? So, like, unfortunately, like, I haven't been able to sit down. I'm like, all right, I'm going to finally, like, write this thing that I've been, that's been sitting in my corner, or, like, finish this book that I was, like, starting to read or whatever, like, because of this low level stress. And it's kind of been a little bit of, like, wake up, cook 3 meals, watch whatever I need to watch, and try not to fall into that weird sort of, like you were saying, like, weird depression thing or whatever. I have gotten a lot of time to think, which is much interesting, but I'm hoping to kind of get past that low level stress I've been having for the past, like, few weeks. Once I get cross this hurdle of, like, moving and getting that out of the way, hopefully, like, I can just kind of be okay for a second and just kind of, like, take that pause even more seriously,
And it's crazy because everyone feels it. Like, my friends that own homes that I was always like, man, I wish I owned a home. Now they're like, but I have this crazy mortgage. If you own a business, if you own a restaurant, like, it's crazy to think how fragile everybody's machine was based on, like, how long it can last. Because there are institutions that have been around 30 years that cannot last 2 months, 3 months off. So, like, people are getting fired by, like, I mean, I don't want to say names, but there are companies that are firing people by the 200, by the department, just like, we would love to hire you back when shit cracks, but I'm not going to pay you out of pocket. Like, so we got to figure it out. So everybody's kind of in this scramble. So I think it's just, keep yourself informed, figure out what programs can be helpful to you, whether it's public or government or whatever, and just bob and weave.
This is where adaptability comes in. Like, if you're a type of person that can adapt, can, like, really kind of, like, shift with the tide a little bit, this is where, like, those people will thrive. I mean, look at us. Like, we're adapting to our limitations right now, and we're pulling off a show, each from our own place, but at least trying to make it work. And I feel like all of us are the same way. I feel like all of us are very adaptable. And I feel like this is, like, people are going to come out of this better than they went into it because of their ability to adapt. And unfortunately, there's going to be people that are going to get lost by the wayside because they're not able to. They didn't have that struggle before. So, I mean, I have a lot of faith in all of us, and I have a lot of faith.
For sure. And I think a lot of us are comfortable in this. Like, this is what we do before this happened, is constantly try to figure it out. So I think a lot of people that were dependent on their structure rather than us, which we're forced to depend on ourselves. And neither is wrong. It's just two ways of moving, but it just happens to be that we're more in our element in this kind of rough and tumble way.
Right. Right. Jason, what have you been up to? We kind of like left you hanging a little bit.
No, you guys have been on the money. Like you said, there's some people who thrive in situations like that. I am one of those people.
For sure.
I don't have an issue. Like a lot of my life, a lot of my second part of my livelihood is being out in the field and being at events and carpets and stuff and whatnot. But once that all went to the wayside, I just went back to what I knew, and that's just like learning. And so I'd always told myself, I want to build an app. I want to build an app. And I found really good courses and just never found the time to do it. And you said you're green again.
I'm not doing anything different. Should I move?
I don't know. But
try to hit the.
Let me hold on.
There you go. You're back.
I keep cutting off the camera.
It's all good.
Sorry, continue. You were saying about an app and building something, doing things.
Yeah, I'd always wanted to learn how to build an app. I'd always thought that that's just an unquantifiable resource that I could take with me for like another 30 something odd years. That's just learning that is just a crazy resource. And I knew some HTML, some JavaScript from my, current job. So I was like, how hard can this be? And I thought it was going to be really a lot harder, but I've already built 2 like prototype apps already.
Amazing.
Within the time that and I'll share them with you guys. They're just simple like service ones, but I see the apps that I want to build and like push out to the world, and they're pretty. I mean, it imagine like my love and my knowledge for pop culture, and I'd be able to turn it into app. So like, it's just gonna be super super duper dope, and I'm learning like AR, augmented reality.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, so it's really dope. So I still have work, so work keeps me like everybody's like, oh, what day is it? What day is it? I'm like, I know today. I know today is I know my shift time and all this stuff, and then right after that, I give myself like an hour break to just chill, kind of be away from the phone. Then I go to class, and at the end of the day, I work out or maybe play some Call of Duty. But I went to like survival mode, like I feel like I'm in a cabin in the woods, and I'm growing my facial hair out. Like,
do you guys remember that movie Old Boy where he's like stuck in a room for like 10, 15 years or something? It's kind of like that, just punching the wall and shit, training, watching kung fu movies, learning how to fight.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, and that's what I started watching. So as soon as it was official like lockdown, I had kind of like early quarantine after the Mulan premiere, which is March 9th. So when I started to get serious, it was March 11th. That's when I was like, all right, cool. I'm just not gonna really go out much anymore until stuff starts to go away. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start going on marathons of stuff that I love and I fuck with, because I have like like I said, I'm probably one of the only 10 people that subscribe to YouTube Premium, maybe 15 now. Because
there's a few more. You guys got like 6 more people.
So I watched the shit out of that. Julian turned us on to a channel called New Rockstars, and I absolutely love their stuff. Like, no joke, man. Like, their theories, I want them to come to life. Their stuff is like almost as good as us. If there's a collab with like a nerd like platform that I would love to do, it's New Rockstars, because like that was like
they're really dope.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that? What is that, a channel?
Oh yeah, bro.
It's their channel. Yeah, they do a lot of breakdowns, a lot of stuff. They're really dope.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Like,
if you ever watch something and didn't understand it, that's a good place to go.
Okay.
Oh, 100%. They talk about like how the Eternals could really introduce like mutants, and I was like, and then like the way he explained it, I was like, it makes sense. Like, these characters haven't been introduced. So aside from watching YouTube, I started out with like Kung Fu Week. So I started just watching nothing but like just all karate movies from Monday to Friday. And I started out with Wu Assassins on Netflix. And I recommend that because
it's a good show.
Yeah, man. Wu Assassins is fucking dope, man. And it's got our boy in it, Louis Tan.
Yeah, Louis Tan.
It's got Iko from The Raid in it. He was just, man, that dude is fire. And I really enjoyed the I like the story too. It was But then I try to get into Tiger King, but I keep falling asleep on it.
Yeah, you don't have to watch that.
Yeah. And now I'm in this. It's like gangster mob movie week, and we are at New Jack City, which is one of my all-time favorite films. Anyways, like, so I think next week I'll do Julian's thing and go to superhero stuff.
A lot of great quotes in that movie that are really funny.
Man, cancel what? I can't even say that one. Why would that be the first?
Why can't you say that? I don't know. You could say that one. It's fine.
I don't do it. No, I don't know. I just feel like
cancel that. It's okay.
Somebody digitally cancel me. Somebody come out of the sky.
It's from that movie. That's a great quote.
Excuse me.
Oh, I got scared for a second. I thought somebody else came on the phone. I was like, "Wait, is there an old lady podcast that just hacked into ours? Is there a knitting at the cool table that just?"
Yeah. Oh, especially her. Wow.
Yeah.
How do you not forget her?
I know.
So, but that's been that. Oh yeah, and I've edited. I had this.
The doc stuff.
Yeah, man. I got my hard drive is right there, and I combed through. I don't know how many hundreds of hours of footage. Went through Adobe Premiere Pro and made the selects, and just wow, man, the stuff that I have is just unbelievable. Like,
that's amazing.
I have so much.
Your stories have definitely been really dope throughout this.
Oh man, thanks. That the one in jail is fun. But the next one,
my favorite thing you've posted was getting Beyonce's number because I texted and I showed it to Jason, amazing. And it's not her number anymore. Like,
no, of course
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I couldn't not try. Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's funny. That whole thing was so relatable. Like I remember being that kid at that age.
You got Beyonce's number too?
Damn. No, not trying to get Beyonce's number, but like seeing an older girl and like being like, yeah, I'm like a year older than I'm saying that I really am, kind of thing.
Which didn't matter because 15 was too young too.
Right, exactly.
Yo, I don't understand. I was like a little brother zone. There's like an unspoken like lull if you were like a little too young. So I feel like 15 and a half was like cuspy enough to be like in their same grade, but I was born like just a little bit behind you guys. Cut me some slack. And I had so many dudes helping me out. Like you'll see, guys so many more. Like I got so many more stories. I'm dropping the one in Neverland when we tried to like take a bunch of shit. And then it was just
you tried to rob Neverland.
Yeah, we tried to pilfer Neverland. Mike ended up giving it to us. He was like, "Oh, I was gonna give you that." And then we were like,
What was the stuff? Was it like a gold statue?
It was a rare Moonwalker game.
I was about to say it was like a gold Dumbo or something.
No, it's a really rare copy of Moonwalker though.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's at my place.
So I'm glad to hear you guys all been good. Like it's great to know what everybody's doing in their bunker. We sort of have topics right now. I mean, there's really not a lot going on, but we do have topics.
We do have topics about lack of topics.
A lack of topics. So one of the big things that's been happening throughout this whole quarantine and lockdown is that because movie theaters are closed, a lot of these movies that were supposed to come out or that were already out are being pushed directly to streaming services. And I feel like one of the big news one was like Invisible Man was like one of the first like movies. Invisible Man and The Hunt were like the first movies to go. And then all of a sudden the next week was Bloodshot and then Birds of Prey. And like I guess like Issa Rae's movie that's coming out. I guess that's not even no, not The Photograph. The other one, the comedy one that she's doing with
Kumail.
Yeah, that's being pushed directly to Netflix. Onward has been being pushed to Disney Plus this week. Like there's all these movies that clearly are not going to make their money in movie theaters, so they're pushing them directly. The question I'm kind of that I put on the topic was like, do you guys think this works, and does it make you guys want to see the movie less or more?
I can tell you, I haven't seen anything that's dropped early. I
gotta say less. I have a very distinct difference or distinction between a theater and home.
Right.
And I think once something gets filed in the home category, then I'm like, oh, I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the movies so far that have been moved or are going to streaming, I don't really want to see anyway. But when Black Widow gets put on streaming, if it does, I will be going straight to Disney Plus and watching it.
See,
but here's the thing: sure. will you pay for it or will you?
Yeah, no.
Yep,
okay,
yep.
I'll pay for that. So it's a battle of the dubs. These movies are a dub, and that meal on Postmates is a dub.
Yeah,
that's where the cooking comes in.
But I'm saying if you have like a fun dub you were planning on spending, I'm spending that fun dub on like In-N-Out or like something better, something better than
that's
like
essentially 2 tickets. That's like those $20 are like 2 matinee tickets or like 1 premium ticket. So I get what you mean. It's a battle of like, can I give you my money? Because like. For me, I'm subscribed to the AMC A-List, which is the subscription service, which, by the way, has been paused for like the foreseeable future. Which
that's nice of them.
Yeah, it really is. It makes me go like, you know what? I'm gonna stay subscribed to you guys. You guys are trying to save me my money. But I totally get what you mean. Like, it's like, hey, are you worth
Disney.
my $20? Yeah, no, they're still charging.
They're charging more. They're like, I know you're at home. You want some content. We're going up $1.40.
No, we mean like the
like
Disney annual pass. Disney annual pass.
Nah, no.
Yeah. But it makes you guys want to pause that. Yeah, so it makes you guys want to see it less. It depends on the movie, and it depends on what's going to be.
If I wanted to see it, wanted to see it, I don't think I would be too deterred. I'm still going to try to see it, but I think if it was in the maybe category, it falls a bit.
Yeah.
And nothing has been in the maybe category. Everything has been like, all right.
Yeah. See, one thing I will watch this weekend, I'm gonna watch Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm gonna watch that because like I missed that in the theater, and I feel like that's something like I could chill.
A fun movie. It's a fun movie.
Friday night, pop some popcorn, get my just chill.
Yeah, no, that's a fun movie. That actually made me. What it made me do, it reinvigorated a love for Sonic the Hedgehog. Because I remember when we were growing up, Sonic was like the cool character. Like he was cooler than Mario, and like he had the attitude, and like everything that he did was just cool. And then like all his other games kind of became a little shitty. But like that moment in the 90s, he was like that cool character with the cartoon and everything. That's what this movie did. It's a little cheesy, but it definitely tugs at the heartstrings in terms of nostalgia. Because it plays up on that. It plays on the whole like, do you care about these things that seem silly because it's a kid thing, And it actually really did a good job of kind of like making me kind of reinvigorate my love for Sonic the Hedgehog in terms of that.
Very cool.
Yeah. Bad Boys. I saw that Bad Boys 2 is right on streaming now. Like you have to buy it now. And
Bad
Boys 3. Sorry, Bad Boys 3.
They put an alternate ending online. I watched that. They put an alternate ending online that you can watch.
Yeah.
The regular ending.
Oh yeah, I watched that too. Yeah, I watched that too. You know what we didn't touch on, you guys?
What?
It's 1 year to the day.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that was coming. I was gonna say it too.
Yeah, R.I.P. Nip Hussle the Great.
Man.
Oh, we were talking about 2 different things, but yes, that is much more important than the thing.
I'm so happy about this. You said it so like
that is. Yeah, I was like, where's he going?
That is much more important.
What were you trying to pull up?
I was gonna say it's the 4th year anniversary of Batman vs Superman.
The 4th year. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who keeps track of that?
Yeah,
they have.
In order to get an anniversary, you have to have existed. And so I think since it never happened, I don't understand how we can denote 4 years from when it happened.
But, listen, man, we're already on quarantine, and joy is hard to come by. And
you want to rob us of the.
Wow.
No, but all joking aside, man, rest in peace, Nip Hussle. I can't believe it's been a year. It doesn't even.
Man.
It feels like it's been longer.
Man.
Yeah. That's because March was 9 months long.
Jesus Christ.
Man. That's crazy. I feel like Kobe died and took 2020 with him. He was like, nope, I'm going to take that too.
Yeah.
That's like just like the whole thing. But
March has been 20 years.
Yeah, straight up. Damn, what was I was even ready to say something. I totally forgot. Oh, case in point. It just got released, and I didn't see it.
Which one?
Birds of Prey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now you can watch that. That was actually pretty good. That was pretty good.
What's it on?
Disney? On video on demand. It's on screen. It's on streaming.
Yeah, it's just on streaming.
But I needed to. I'm waiting now like another week before they announce it's on like an app, and then I'm a free trial poppy it.
Run it. Oh, another good news if anyone's missing basketball, the Jordan documentary got moved up. It's a 10-part series. It got moved to April 19th. So I mean, I remember.
I didn't know that was coming out. I
used to have a lot of like Jordan DVDs and Kobe DVDs. So I think about like that structure of watching something dedicated to a player, and I feel like it's been a while. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I have his cigar from that Last Dance game from the locker room right there, and I have like the hat
amazing.
That they gave him. I was gonna tweet it. The Ringer, it was like, post your most like random sports memorabilia item. I was gonna post that, but I was like, niggas know where I live. I ain't like that's a strong piece of memorabilia there.
Yeah.
But that's hard.
Yeah, that's exciting. So like we said, it makes us want to see it less. It depends on how good the movie is. All right. Yeah, Bloodshot is out. I haven't even thought of wanting to download it or anything like that.
Man, yeah.
I hope my screen is green right now.
I actually saw that I read that the streams for that are actually a lot higher right now than Birds of Prey.
You know what? I forgot. Oh, yeah. Lamorne's in that, so I do need to watch that.
Lamorne Morris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll watch that this week.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I forgot all about that. I was like, why do I know that, or why did I make a note to watch?
Oh no, that? I will watch it. Now Lamorne's a homie. No, I'll watch it.
I'll definitely watch it.
Oh, Lamorne, you sneaky son of a bitch.
Yeah, that boy came a long way. You keep bobbing and weaving and keep going. I love it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I love it.
All right, so let's move on from that. So I put in there's really not a lot of news bites except for everything's been canceled and everything's been pushed back.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain. Like Wonder Woman got pushed to August. Like Black Widow, who knows? New Mutants were supposed to come out like right now. And
they need to put that on streaming right now.
They need to put that on Disney immediately.
That needs to go on Disney Plus immediately.
I gotta
immediately.
That is a cursed movie.
Like
you said, you're green again.
I mean, it must be matching my mood because I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know what
it needs to. That New Mutants needs to be on there immediately.
Yeah,
they haven't even talked about that. They haven't said they were pushing it back. They haven't said anything.
Nothing.
They're probably still sending it to the theaters. Like, yeah. Let's just put it in there. You know, whoever shows.
Yeah.
Morbius pushed back a year.
Good.
Yeah, I saw that. Our Julian's favorite Fast 9 has been pushed a year as well.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's losing sleep. The kind of things I'm bummed out about is like Mulan, because like that's a good film, and I was like excited for everyone to like
see it. You already saw it, right?
Yeah, I was excited for everyone else to see it. Like I was hoping that like one of you guys maybe got a chance to see it or something. Yeah. And then like, is this an actual action film? Like, you realize, I thought it was like a bait and switch when you cast Johnny Yen and Jet Li in a movie.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh, they're just gonna set us up to get the guys in the theater, and they're not gonna use them. Oh, they use them, and they use them as Donnie Yen and Jet Li. So then you're just like,
I love it.
Yeah,
amazing.
So and Yosan is amazing in it as Chen, but. Yeah. See, Mulan's something I would buy, even though I've already seen it. But Mulan, I might just get Birds of Prey. I might get Birds of Prey just to
see. Oh, that's a good movie. It was good.
Yeah.
You know, also what I found out just reading articles that Margot Robbie, she did a lot of her own stunts in that movie.
Yeah, I saw a video of her.
There was a clip. I saw that. Yeah.
That's impressive. I'm gonna make that egg sandwich this weekend. I tell you that.
Yo, that was like you know how like every movie has like that one piece of food. Like for me during this quarantine, I'm guaranteed that I'm gonna make the noodle dish from the movie Parasite. Like that egg sandwich from Birds of Prey. Like that's the other one that I really want to make during that because I feel like every movie has that like beautiful food.
I wonder if Babish already did that.
Probably. You should look it up. I'm not subscribed to them, but you should look it up. What else do we got? There was just before we move on to the next topic, there was a piece of news that for the Mandalorian season 2, they casted Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano as a live action interpretation of her. That's amazing. I feel like that's amazing casting right there.
There was another There was also another casting just to add on to that, just because it's part of the that. Hold on, I was literally just reading it. Hold on, who got added onto that show? What's her name from Halloween? Jason, help me.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
In the Mandalorian.
In the Mandalorian season 2.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Wow. That's sure, cool. What?
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Oh, bro, Disney's coming for the gusto. Yeah, they went out and got like.
Yeah.
Damn.
They got actors.
Yeah.
They haven't said who she's playing, but
that's cool.
I did see something too that Bill Burr's coming back for season 2 as well, which dope. I think is great. He's great.
My favorite episode.
Yeah,
he was good in that.
He was good. Awesome. That's great. That's great casting news. Hopefully we see it. Hopefully like they accelerate the production on that when they finally like they can shoot things again, because that's another tragic thing that all these movies have been like. Production is stopped indefinitely. Like Batman's been stopped indefinitely. Like, so hopefully they can get back on their feet to do that.
Speaking of Batman, I'm sorry, I'm hearing so many random pieces of news that could.
All good.
We're catching up. Someone just passed away on the Batman.
On the set.
From somebody from
coronavirus. Someone working on the movie. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Let me see.
I just read that too right before I got on here.
I don't know. Let me see.
Like an actor or like someone on the crew?
He was the dialect manager or something.
Oh, he is from Star Wars. He's in Star Wars. Wow. Yeah,
older guy.
Yeah, he was in Star Wars. He's also the dialect coach. His name's Andrew Jack. Andrew Jack.
Oh man, that's R.I.P.
Yeah. It says he died because of coronavirus complications. Wow. He was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he was in a few things.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He was a resistance major in Star Wars.
Yeah, he was the older guy that was looking through the binoculars on Star Wars. The Last Jedi.
Y'all, this is where the light skin and dark skin rivalry started.
No, it didn't. It had to be earlier than that.
Kareem had nothing to do with anything, and he just selected him because the man's hair his hair laid down a certain way.
Jason's light-skinned agenda.
This is crazy. But look, like this man wasn't doing anything. He's like, I never liked him anyway. He's like, well, why?
Why?
You know what movie? But I didn't even talk about this from the beginning. You know what movie I just saw? King of New York. It's with Christopher Walken, and it has like a young Wesley Snipes, young Lawrence Fishburne. Like they have like Lawrence Fishburne and Wesley Snipes in that movie. They have like this amazing little rivalry that I felt like it gave you a nice glimpse. If Spike Lee would have done Black Panther in the '90s, that was like your Killmonger and your T'Challa.
Yeah.
Like it was like such a great little rivalry that I'm just like I wish I would have seen that movie sooner. It was great.
Also, look how Nino treated G Money. Just gonna say that again.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's funny. I've been going towards those kind of movies too. Like I started watching Ronin. I watched. I watched The Score. I don't know. I'm for some reason I'm in a nostalgic longing for those types of like.
I watched American Pie at some point in these 3 weeks.
We have very different personalities.
I watched American Pie and I watched Life.
Life.
Man,
American Pie would not.
Life is one of my favorite comedies.
Yeah.
You know what else I watched that I've completely like forgot about and then re-remembered? Orange County.
Oh man,
hilarious!
Sean Brumder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in so long. What,
David? What were you about to say about American Pie?
Oh, that shit would not fly today. Like that is so like.
Oh yeah,
imagine like secretly videotaping me fucking around with a girl.
None of that would fly. I'd be like, wow,
it.
That was so illegal. But but you know what?
Yeah.
You know, I don't. Jason and David, I don't know if you guys know about this thing that's going on IG Live, but that reminded me of the Justin LeBoy IG sessions that are going on IG Live right now.
That IG is, but when they catch it or when they notice, like, because I feel like they're distracted. They're like, oh, there's all these music battles and all these like songwriter battles. There's like, I hope I'm not blowing the spot up, but there's definitely like a whole IG stripper underground. There's gonna be a raid and an expose very soon.
There's an IG red light district that we don't know about.
There's an
there is
Figueroa.
There is. We know about it.
Oh man.
And they're like keep checking. It's like a secret like password. I feel like I'm in like a German raid. Like someone gives you a password and then like someone shuts that whole thing down and they're like, oh, they got to open up a new one. Like that's
like, oh, we're going right down the block, same party. Like let's go.
Exactly.
It's crazy. But
enjoy it while it lasts. Cause
oh my god. Now I gotta scour IG just to see what the hell you guys are talking about.
Yo, it happens happens at the most random times. Like I think it happened last night at like 11 or 12 and lasted till like 1 or 2.
Wait, do you have to just follow a specific person and then they just go on live?
No, see the thing is this person keeps making new.
Don't need to blow it up, but I'm listening.
He's like making burner Instagram accounts, like, and he's like, okay, we're going here now. Now we're over here. Now we're over here.
That's funny.
Man. You just got to be in it's like a filthy flash mob. Like you don't know when it's coming, but it's just gonna pop up, and we're just gonna be there.
Oh, that's too good.
Speaking of, go ahead. I didn't know.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if this was. You could tell me, and I'll stop if this is on the topic list. But all the stuff that is going on Instagram lives during this time are we talking about that at all? Okay.
I mean, we can because
we could, yeah.
We can because here's the thing: like, we're really peering into the future right now. Like,
that's kind of the topic.
This is like the Demolition Man, like put on the goggles to have sex with somebody across the table. We're at the point where like the first D-Nice party, people were in the comments like mimicking as if they were actually at a party. Like, oh, I'm at the bar, go get me a drink, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Like, and it's getting weird. Like, it's getting weird out here. I don't know what to say. I don't know how I feel about it. But we're in the future. Y'all want flying cars, but we got this.
No, well, it is part of the topic. It's essentially like, we obviously on this podcast we watch a lot of TV, a lot of movies, a lot of old movies, that are sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. And this whole thing has been making me think about like, where is this leading? What future are we going to emerge to? And like, everybody made the joke that when we were in November 2019, it was like the Blade Runner future. Like, where are our flying cars? Like you said, but you mentioned Demolition Man, and that's what I've been thinking about a lot since these social distancing, physical distancing things started, where like nobody's like, shaking hands, nobody's hugging. And I remember in Demolition Man, that was a big thing where it was like, people would like, they would like high five, but like never touch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're saying like people would be having sex with like
I have a theory
on their head. Okay.
I have a theory that handshakes will fall out of practice after this. If we last long enough,
we're bowing.
We're bowing.
Yeah, we're bowing. Me and my homies were talking about we're bowing to each other, but I feel like not everybody's rocking with the bow. Yeah. But I know that if we do this for like 2-3 months, even a pound, like, I don't know. I just feel like the idea of touching a strip, maybe the homies get an elbow, but like, nice to meet you. I've never met you before. Like, you getting a like, what's up, bro? Like,
I'm bringing back the salute.
Salute.
Yeah, salute. All that love. Like
this is my favorite one. It's my favorite one.
Yeah, exactly. Or we gonna be on some like gargoyle shit where you grab this so you don't touch hands.
Right.
Like
something.
Like
some Game of Thrones
something's
shit.
gotta give. But I can't.
Yeah.
I can't really see myself meeting a new person, not knowing where they've been all week, and going like, "Nice to meet you, bro." Like, no, that's disgusting.
Yeah. It's a little.
I'm gonna be like Murakami. Just
Murakami.
Yeah.
Now we know what celebrities are doing. When you know how there's some celebrities that don't shake everybody's hand because of that. Like now
Howie
we get
Mandel.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel
like,
won't touch you, bro.
No, it's like Tony Stark is like, I don't like being handed things. You know, like in Tony, you know how he says in Iron Man 1. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Just leave it there. I'll grab it.
I mean, we're gonna have to go like adapt, like we said.
Yeah. But like what I was saying, so another thing that I think I was talking about, in the group chat, that like it almost feels like we're getting also to that Ready Player One thing where it's just like everything is virtual. It's like this could be the lead in to like having. I mean, we have VR already. Is like how can that evolve now with this new world that we have where everything has to be virtual, everything lives in this virtual space.
People have nothing but time to develop and work on, and I mean, think about how many people are getting into coding because of this gap. So this is like a whole crash course university, and people, and that's the thing. Like, I don't like to say it out loud because I feel like people still want to lie to themselves.
Yeah.
But this isn't another month. This is like some time. So people can try to give themselves that out, like, oh yeah, like end of April. Like this is like probably for the rest of the year, shit won't be normal. Even if they say you can go back to the restaurant or you can go back to work, people are gonna act hella normal really fast. Spike's gonna come back up, and then we're gonna be back on lockdown. So I think this is. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, continue. Sorry, finish what you were gonna say.
So I definitely think like that digital whatever, like digital lessons, digital parties, digital. Think about like if you're in the dating app world, you should be coding your ass off because that people are gonna want to go on like FaceTime dates and digital dates and all those industries. Exactly. Zoom. Like just yesterday, I was in a Zoom surprise birthday party. Like we all logged on, and then the homie handed her the laptop, and we all yelled surprise. So if that's not like a quick adaptation of like where we're headed, like we're eventually about, what was the Matt Damon movie where there was poor people was on the ground and rich people was in the air?
Like shit.
We're getting to that soon.
Yeah, I know what movie.
They're about to leave. Jeff Bezos and them about to be out of here.
Right.
They're about to put on their rockets and fucking.
He's already on David Geffen's boat right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He's about to be on the moon. That's just
going to turn into a spaceship. That's going to turn into a spaceship, and they're going to be gone.
They're about to be on the moon.
All we can do is adapt and evolve.
Then we just got to wait for the Alita Battle Angel to fall down so we can get some entertainment.
Or we're gonna be living in the what do you call it, with the 3 seashells because we've run out of toilet paper.
Huh?
Do you guys remember in Demolition Man they had the 3 seashells, like in the toilet? There was no toilet paper.
Oh, so it does like a what?
You guys have all seen Demolition.
Absolutely.
Demolition, when he goes into the bathroom and he's like, "Hey,"
I might have blocked that part out of my head for some reason.
Yeah.
Where he walks into the bathroom and he's like, "There was no toilet paper. There was only these 3 seashells," and they make fun of him because he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. And the reason they don't use toilet paper anymore, I think it's because it's unsanitary or something.
They use hard ass seashells?
They don't. They never. So that's the thing. That was like the running joke. Like they never explain in the movie how they use the 3 seashells. So it's this long running theory.
Wet is not good.
Yeah, it sounds like cut anuses.
Oh my god!
Wow. All right, you guys need to rewatch Demolition Man and see what I'm talking
about. I don't know if I should. Now I don't know if I should rewatch it. I was gonna rewatch it. I was like, oh, a lot of people have Wesley Snipes' hair color now. I might as well rewatch it. We're getting there.
Straight up.
Well, speaking of Wesley Snipes, he's been really funny on Twitter. A lot of people he's been getting a lot of retweets.
Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, he's been saying funny things on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Just making jokes.
Huh.
Someone's
Wesley Snipes a funny dude.
Yeah. Next subject.
Well, I mean, what do you think? I mean, I feel like me and Yusuf said, what future do you think we're leading into, Julian?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, seriously, I'm ready for that. Let's do
World War Z.
Run it.
I'm pretty much contemplating The Walking Dead, and I know where I'm going. Who I'm picking up.
I know who I'm meeting up with.
Wait, we had that whole didn't we say that whole discussion where we were gonna take over Park La Brea and then Jason said he wanted to take over the Grove?
Don't blow up the spot. Don't blow up the spot, David.
I know which of the homies are like, oh, I'm a pacifist, and which ones are locking and loading. And we're all going.
Yo, did you guys see those photos of gun shops here in LA that had like long lines to get in?
Yeah.
Late.
It's crazy.
Y'all are late.
Yeah, they're late, but
in the new world, they will call me the king of amusements.
Yeah.
Jason's gonna be like, you remember
in prison? Just like laughing his way out of trouble.
Yo,
like two zombies walk into a bar. No, listen.
Jason's gonna be like, what's his name on it? It's the End. You remember? Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah,
Michael Cera.
Yeah.
No, Michael Cera wasn't in that.
Yeah,
wait, was he? Michael Cera was in
That's the one with like it's with like Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Yeah, and they were playing themselves. He's gonna be like
Michael Cera was. Yeah.
Which one was Michael Cera? I don't remember him in the movie.
Played himself. He slapped Rihanna's ass and then she slapped the shit out of him.
Oh no, but Jason's gonna be the character then who made his own little like community, and he had what's his name on a leash.
Oh, yeah.
He had what's his name on a leash.
Yeah, Channing Tatum on a leash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Al Roker covered in mayonnaise.
Well, how did we get here? I don't.
Yeah, how did we go from there?
I don't want to be here.
Al Roker, what?
I know I don't want to be here. I know it's a not good place to be. Wait, Julian? What was the show we just watched like last year, where like the kids and the zombies?
Oh, I forgot. What was that show called?
It was a Netflix show, right?
Yeah, it
was like samurai little kid, and they like held down a mall.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called though.
It wasn't set in LA. I think I saw the first episode of that.
What was
it? It was
that?
like set in LA, right?
It was kind of set. I think it was set in LA. Felt like
it was set in LA. Maybe.
It was somewhere. It felt like it, but yeah, I remember that show. I can't remember what it's called right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But back to the internet stuff I was talking about. There's been like a lot of like interesting things that have been going on Instagram Live. The beat battles, the songwriting battles.
Yo, by the way, you guys, I'm sorry. Jonte Austin beat Neo because
Agreed.
I think it was
Neo played two joints. Now, I love Mirror, but that's like some like low key cut shit. If you played them songs head to head with like just random people, Jonte won that off of like just the catalog alone.
Both the Aaliyah songs in a row, like that, the last maybe 15 to 18 were all Jonte Austin.
Man. Then he Shake It Off. You saw Shake It Off as a force when you saw hardcore
and there was
in the chat and niggas was like, oh, I love this one. You're like,
and there was a couple that caught Neo off guard where he was like, you did this? Like don't play with that man. And Neo's hard. Like they were both class acts, and I think it was dope that Neo was able to like finish on Irreplaceable and like go out with a bang. But in my opinion, Jonte won that.
Yep, Jonte won that. Jonte Austin. I don't understand why Swiss Beats won head to head with Timbaland. I love Swiss, but
hadn't they done that before? I remember they did one where it was like
they were talking about it. They were like talking about it before.
They were talking about it. They never actually did it. Timbaland won, in my opinion.
Of course, Timbaland's only supposed to go head to head with Pharrell and the Neptunes. They're on that seat because they're VA and they have like crazy smash hits. Like them going head to head would have been something like I'm looking forward to. But
Go ahead. Sorry.
the next ones who are going head to head is right up there, and it's about to be Jermaine Dupri versus Diddy.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
I'm gonna keep it real. I was on text with some other people, and I'm like, that's kind of tough because like with Diddy's catalog, it's like always like 6 people that did the beats with him. Like he has, it's like always all the hitmen and Diddy. Like
yeah, that's true. I mean, Timbaland did like I know some cats that we know Rob. You know,
Rob, Danger, Polo the Don.
Yeah, a lot of these cats are responsible, and they were all. It's funny you can see them like now. It's funny us knowing these guys and like seeing them chime in the chats and seeing like some of their emojis. Like I'm laughing. I was like, I know that beat too. Like, but I totally agree with what you're saying. But like Jermaine Dupri, literally, them Oceans, man, them dudes in Atlanta it's been Jermaine, Brian Michael Cox, and Jonte Austin. It's been M3, and them niggas been cranking out that bounce.
I think Jermaine Dupri is gonna surprise a lot of people. I mean, it's gonna be a good one, but there's a lot of shit people don't know he did.
Yep,
that's gonna be a fun little expose.
Oh yeah, but I like it.
What did you guys think? My phone cut or my computer kind of froze during this. But what did you guys think of The Dream and Sean Garrett?
Oh man, he wiped the floor with him, man. The Dream and Sean Garrett was, I mean, he's meme. Sean Garrett, he made himself into a meme.
Sean Garrett won, and I thought The Dream was going to win, but Sean Garrett won. He came back at the end and was literally playing song after song after song of just hits.
He had hits, but I feel like they were just such a shit show. Like both of how they carried that whole thing. I mean, mostly Sean Garrett, but
when Sean was making the faces, I had to get out of the live, man. I had to leave. I didn't see the whole thing when then they hit the. I was like, okay.
I couldn't do it. He said he had a toothache. I ain't never seen no toothache look like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, David.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Light skin.
One sec. Is it going down? Oh, it's going down. Okay.
Whatever.
No, because I don't know if this thing is taking up hella space on my computer, but like all my things are coming up there saying like, you need to clear some memory now. Like it's like it just keeps coming.
It probably is because it's
like, hey.
Shut down so if you have any other programs running, you might want to close them.
It's like, yo, you got this is. But I'm like watching the megabytes of this going up and down. It's like spiking like really high, and then it's like slowly going down. So,
yeah, I think everything is falling apart. So let's try to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. All right.
Julian's froze.
Julian froze.
Julian looked dumb as hell.
All right, I'm gonna stop it. That's a good show. All right, I'm gonna stop it.